Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 41 of Prison Architect. Before I get into the swing of starting this week's worth of recordings, I just want to say that I'm not really too sure where I'm going to be going with this particular series and how much longer I'm going to run it for. And the reason that I say that is, as much fun as the game is, in sandbox mode there isn't really an end game, and I already feel like we've done everything there is to do. I mean, we've certainly built all of the different building types that there are, and all of the different room types, and we've done all of the research that we can do. We've got a couple of grants left to finish, and it would be nice to get those completed just so that we can say that we've done them. But I feel after that, most of the additional grants are just sort of raise your capacity to 500, raise it to 1,000, but obviously that can be quite time consuming. This is the one downside I find with the sandbox mode in this game, is that you just manage to research everything far too quickly, and then that's it. There's not really an awful lot else to do. So I might be wrapping this series up at the end of this week, at the end of these 5 videos. We'll see how far we can get in that time. It's just that there are other things that I'd like to record. You know, I don't want the channel to sort of stagnate with me just doing one video type all the time. It might be nice to do some more Civilization 5, haven't really done any of that in a while. Might also be nice to do some more EU4, although there is an expansion coming out for that, so we'll have to see how that is going to work out. I bought a crap ton more kennels, so what I'm going to do is we're going to get ourselves a couple more dog handlers, and the reason for that, and someone came up with a very good suggestion, and I just don't know why I really hadn't thought of it myself, but we'll do that anyway, and that is to actually have some dog patrols, and have these dog patrols going all the way around the, what is this, all the way around the, oh, wrong button. These things are going to overlap slightly, which is going to get confusing, but we'll do it. So these dog patrols are going to go all the way around the, what do they call them? Dormitories. And that'll make more sense, because that way we will have shorter patrol routes. And it normally is the dormitories where people try and escape from. So let's make sure we've got patrols just going around the dormitories. We're far more likely then to find any potential escapees. Someone also said putting a metal detector on the canteen. You're quite right. I had forgotten to do that. The one in the protective custody suite. So let's go and do that. I'm a little bit scatterbrained today, so apologies for that. Now, is that bench going to be in the way? Probably. We can maybe get rid of that bench, say. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm a little bit scatterbrained today. As many of you know, I am a carer for my mother, and I've just found out today that she's got to go into hospital for some surgery. So it's kind of meaning that this recording wasn't supposed to happen today. I was supposed to be recording these tomorrow, but obviously with her going into hospital, I'll be with her, and that means I'm recording this today, and everything's a little bit sort of rushed, and my head's a little bit all over the place. So sorry about that. I'll try and keep on track. We are finding an awful lot of stuff. We've got an awful lot of MinSec prisoners. We still only have the one death row inmate. Do we have any more coming in? I will speed the game up in a second. We've only got space for one more prisoner at the moment, so I suppose what we really should do is start increasing our capacity right now. We've certainly got some room to go and do that. So I think we'll start by increasing the capacity over here. I was going to get the walls done all the way around. One of the other problems that we had, and as people did point out, the reason that the guard towers aren't getting their job done is because the moment somebody pops up the other side of the fence, they're away, and the guards don't actually get a chance to do anything. It's unfortunate, but I can't really do an awful lot about that unless we move the perimeter walls in, and to me that feels like a bit of a waste, so I don't really want to do that. So let's go ahead and put another one of these in. So it's 15 by 54. At least I'm fairly convinced that is what it is. So we want to go and do foundations, brick building, auto lights off. And go ahead and put those in there. We want to put in some large jail doors on either side. And we want to make sure we have our paving stones as usual, connecting everything up. So let's go and do that. So once all of that is built, we'll sort of clone these cells in again. We could actually make some of our cells a little bit better quality. We don't have televisions in any of our cells at the moment. We do have enough we do have enough money to be able to do that. So let's go ahead and make some of these cells a better quality. I mean, we still haven't made any that are a larger size, but making some a better quality will actually... did I put those other ones in the wrong way around? It looks like I may have done. If we have to turn them all around, we'll turn them all around. Can we zoom in? Yeah, I have. I've gone and put them all in the wrong way around. So let's just cancel all of those. Actually, I can't tell which is the front and which is... Oh, the back. The black bit is the back. So they are all in the correct way around. Yeah, so these other ones want to go in this way. So these ones are in the wrong way around. There we go. Just making sure we get them all in the right way. Go in there. There we go. So that's all of the televisions in. Just one block. It'll just make the quality of those cells better. We've got one more person that is on death row that we might possibly be able to execute, but that's all going to come down to whether or not... Oh, we need to set this as... where are we? Deployment. Unlocked. So that's all going to come down to whether or not he fails his probation. We can get rid of the planning on this now, although we will actually plan out the next one in advance. So we'll go ahead and do that. In the meantime, we want our quit building on. We want our clone ability. And as usual, we go up to the wall. So, oh, wrong area. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the bottom one. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like we might have to do a shakedown soon. There seems to be a lot of stuff getting found. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm getting a lot quicker at using this tool to build things now, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go ahead and rebuild this, because that includes the camera as well. Unfortunately, it doesn't put the boiler in, because that's part of the utilities. And then we want this block all the way up to the top. And then the bottom half as well. And objects, we need to put in a few drains, because it doesn't get the drains under the doors. And at the very least, we need to get the power in there. So utilities, electrical lines. So you can run from this one. You're running under the cell walls, so we'll go ahead and repeat that. Doesn't seem to want to put that in for some strange random reason, but I hope they will get that done. And of course we need to get the water pipe going in there as well. So large water pipe, you can work your way up here. You're going right through the middle. That's fine. We've discovered a hole apparently. So let's just go and pause things up there, because I just want to get this finished. So let's put that pipe in. So there we go. That's definitely the reason why we have the dogs here. So let's go ahead and... it's most likely going to be that one, isn't it? We can probably search a couple more. Well, there isn't going to be any lower than the source of the hole. It's got to go this way. So we'll search these. It's probably going to be this one or this one. Yep, there we go. We found it. So thank you to whoever that was that suggested putting the dog patrols around there. I think it was Shiva Char. So thank you very much for that, because that certainly seems to have helped out. So let's go and remove these tunnels. Get rid of that, get that sorted. Okay, go back to full speed now. So we spent a lot of money building another lot of cells, but that's fine. Let's go and make sure we just finish the utilities. Might as well get that done quickly. So we know that the boilers go in there and... Come on. There. And then we've got the cold water pipes. So toilets. No, you don't want one there. Toilets. 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 And then where did we run our hot water pipes? We ran that along the middle as well. So we run the hot water pipes right along the middle. Hot water pipes run to the radiators. And of course the showers. Cold water pipes need to go to the showers as well, so I didn't do that one. So, hot water, hot water. And also just need to do a shakedown, I think. So we've got some pipes not going quite where they're supposed to. We'll let them finish off and then we'll sort anything out that has a potential problem. We've still got no power going in here. Do we not have the power line connected up yet? Doesn't look like we do. They have been told to connect it up. We're just waiting for them. So we've just got to wait for that. That should be fine. We've got some room for a few more prisoners. We'll wait until night time before we do the shakedown. It always seems to make the most sense when everybody's in their cells. So I'm going to quick look around just to make sure we don't have any prisoners wandering around outside of the boundary walls. Oh, are you not in protective custody? Hold up. You must be, because you're wearing a different colour. Show rep sheets. Yeah, you're in protective custody. Still hanging around in the yard with everybody else. Which is probably not the best of ideas. Let's have a quick look at the... what are we looking for? Intelligence. We've not done too bad in terms of... see where things are getting stolen from there. Oh! There's been a taser stolen from here. And where's that ended up? There's been a taser stolen from the armory. It somehow made its way into the old holding cell. From there, it's made its way in through and around. Oh, wow, this has really taken some... Can we just click on that? Yeah, there we go. So, it made its way into the old holding cell. Then it went around the yard a little bit. Found its way into somebody's cell. I think it's just been found down here, actually. And then, what is this arrow going out down here? No, this is how it found its way into the cell. So what we need to be doing here is searching this cell. There is a guard in there, so may actually find it. Let's just go back to intelligence. Yeah, I was just about to say, we haven't actually had many calls for emergencies in this game. You know, we haven't had any fires or riots or anything like that. Yeah, so it looks like there's been a lot of stuff stolen, but we'll just do a shakedown, so that'll make that easier. So again, let's go back into intelligence. Let's go into informants. You've got good coverage, so let's bring you in. You've got good coverage, and you've got good coverage. We're going to bring 3 people in. Have a quick look around, see if we can find anybody else who is potentially a snitch, because that way we can put them into protective custody. Anyone that is considered to be a snitch, at least. We also want to make sure we keep our eyes on Solitary, because we might find some additional people we can use, like you. You're a potential CI. Show rep sheet. Recruit. So there's another one added to the ranks. Make sure I hit escape. No, not escape. You just have to click on the map. It's all gone wrong. We speed things up a little bit here. Intelligence, informants. There we go. So we're starting to see where stuff might be. But of course, doing the search during lockdown will probably fix a lot of these issues. Yeah, these guys are being targeted. We know that. But they are in protective custody. We're not keeping them separate from the rest of the population. Maybe we should be. But I don't think we've really had any issues with anyone in protective custody being killed at this point. So, that's not too bad. So yeah, we're just trying to keep our eyes on people just to make sure we don't have any other snitches that are walking around and aren't in protective custody. Or ex-law enforcement. We're not seeing any other targets at the moment. There's only 2 people who are targeted, and they are protective custody inmates. Yeah, they are both in protective custody. So I think for the time being, we're actually okay. So let's go and deactivate these guys then, because we don't really need to use them right now. And how are we going on up here with the building of this? You see, the workmen are very busy at the moment doing the forestry down here at the bottom. So that's taking up quite a bit of their time, although that's nearly done. So once that's sorted, they'll probably come back up here and get the rest of this done. I do really wish you could use the cloning tool to clone utilities. I understand why it isn't done that way, because they don't want you to accidentally join up to different, you know, sort of power grids, which is understandable. But I think, like the auto lights, you should have the ability to toggle on or off whether you want them to take the utilities with them. But that's fine. We'll get some more cell blocks built. We've potentially got room for another kitchen here. So we could have one kitchen, another kitchen. We could just clone this kitchen, actually, have it a bit further up, and serving all of the cell blocks to the north. That's not a bad idea. Speaking of utilities, we might as well run this cable all the way up to that gate now. There's no reason why not to, as we're running the power up in this direction anyway. It looks like we are starting to get some power on over here. Looks like there's still a few cables that haven't quite gotten where they need to get. So you, for example, we need you to be rigged up. You are actually connected, so you're fine. So you're just going through now, putting in the rest of the pipes. They will probably get it all done eventually. We'll just give them a little bit of time. Give them time to finish, see what happens. Right, let's go ahead and do a shakedown. I wasn't keeping my eye on the time. But hopefully now we'll be able to get that shakedown sorted. So, what have we found so far? So, we found a couple of police batons, a shank, a couple of knives, a few forks, a couple of syringes, some medicine, scissors, a couple of bottles of poison, some shears, a couple of mobile phones, a hacksaw, some cigarettes. Are they cigarettes or matches? Cigarettes. So, found some cigarettes. Power drill. At least we're not finding things like guard keys and shotguns and tasers. When you start getting that sort of stuff in your shakedowns, then you need to worry. Hopefully the dorms will all get searched pretty quickly, because it's usually the dorms that are trying to escape. We can see that our death row guy has failed his appeal once more. So by the time this evening comes around, if he fails again, we'll potentially have another execution on our hands. So the shakedown is still underway. We've still only managed to get 2 prisoners through the Foundation Education course. Now, somebody did suggest in a comment recently that maybe what we need to do is build more classrooms. Now, I'm not suggesting that that is wrong, but if we actually go ahead and have a look at the programs, and the one that we need is the Foundation Education course. If we can go and have a look at it, we can see that there's only 2 people interested in it. So we don't really need to have more classrooms. There's only 2 people that want to do it, and we have a classroom booked for the Foundation Education program. So there's definitely plenty of room to get that done. So we don't need another classroom at the moment. We have got all of our programs scheduled. It's just there's a lack of people interested and willing to do it. That's the issue. So the shakedown is almost done. Obviously we're getting quite a lot of tired guards now, so that's part of the reason why it's taking so long. How is our new cell block going? Apart from the fact that it's still being searched, most of it actually looks like it's done. So we want to go into the deployment. This is going to be a shared block. These areas are going to be staff only. Looks like we are missing a hot water pipe. So we're missing a cold water pipe somewhere, but because we've got 1 spare and an electrical cable, but I can't tell where they are going to. But what we do need to do is link up the CCTVs, as much of a pain as they always are. So where's our control room? It's over here. So, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to click on the CCTV monitor and connect you. You've got quite a few connections going on, actually. Are these CCTV monitors connected up? Are these ones connected up? What about this one? You're connected to those ones, but not these ones. A lot of people were saying the other day that getting CCTVs to work in this game is such a fiddly piece of micromanagement, and I agree. It doesn't work very well. It really doesn't. I'm sad to say that, but that is the case with things. So what we probably want to do now is build another cell block over here. And we can afford to do that. We've now got room for 236 prisoners, so I think we should go and put our intake up to something like 220, I think, probably, for the time being. Still no other death row prisoners coming in at the moment. Let us go ahead and use our planning tool, and we'll plan out, and, oh, no, okay, screwed that up. 1, 2, so we'll plan out another cell block over here. And we'll try and sort of build them up on both sides. We've got quite a lot of room to build. So certainly enough room to get that done. Let's go ahead again and use a brick building foundation. And we want to go ahead with our objects. Get another couple of large jail doors. Which want to be there and there. And one thing that I did forget to do over on this side is this door wants to be... No, not the drain. We want the actual door. Lock open, and this one wants to be locked open as well. So that should get all that done, and there we go. We now have another group of cells, which is quite nice. However, I think I'm going to end that video here. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Prison Architect. I'll see you guys next time, and until then, goodbye for now.